It's Erica Diamond. We are live. Today's Tuesday. Good morning. I know it's a little later in the day, but good morning. Hopefully a couple people could jump on. But today I am talking about spiritual warfare. So this is something that's been, on my heart, something that I've been dealing with for the longest time. And, I basically was listening to one of my mentors, and, he basically touched on this topic. And there was a lot of things that he pointed out. And of course, we all know when we watch things or when we're listening to, a podcast or a webinar or whatnot, we always take notes. And so we're going to be talking about spiritual warfare. I'm going to wait just a little bit. There's a couple people that are jumping on. But again, guys, today's topic is spiritual warfare. I'm going to go ahead and send some invites on for anyone that wants to jump on. And let's see. There's a lot of people that could actually jump on. But all right, so I'm going to get started. So what have I learned? So basically in the past, when we are ignorant to certain things, we have these trials and tribulations that go on in our life, and here we are, all out of sorts, and we're like trying to take cover and like, oh my gosh, we don't want this to happen and whatnot. And so, we get scared and we wonder, why are these things happening to me? And in reality, we need to take that out of our minds, that these things are happening to you and it's actually happening for you. And so, instead of, looking at these trials and tribulations as something that's, it's attacking your life, ultimately, but it's actually a compliment. It's actually there to show you that, you're doing something right. The one thing that I had to learn and be strong in was that, clearly I'm a big threat if these obstacles are, coming in your life. Now, you have to know the difference. There's a difference between, you putting yourself in a position and, you obviously have to reap the consequences. Then there's also, these situations where you're out trying to pursue your goals and your dreams and, just trying to walk in your calling. I didn't realize how big of a threat I was until I started walking in my calling. And I said, hands down, I'm going to walk, with a high level of unbreakable faith, period. I'm going to do this. I know the calling that I have in my life. I know, the people that I, am meant to touch, and help transform their lives, and I know and I expect for there to be obstacles and trials and tribulations to come in my life. I expect it because it's already happening. It's been happening, and I could have just shriveled up. And, there's a lot of times that I sit down, day to day, and I just want to ball up and cry, because the enemy comes, and it's not where it's something simple like, oops, I broke a nail. It gets to the point where, he will literally use people that are even close to you. Okay. And that's when it becomes, hurtful and, life seems like it's over. And, I, for the past years, I always knew that I was going to work with children. I've been on, numerous mission trips, and I've always helped children. I always knew that somehow or another, God called me to help change their lives. And a couple years down the line, after all that, I became a teacher, and then my vision, he opened my eyes, and my vision grew bigger than what I thought it would have been. And so from just little things here and there with children, and then to go on to teaching. I taught all ages: middle school, high school, elementary. I went on to open my own private school, and I don't say that to toot my own horn. I say that because I allowed God to use me, and I trusted him, with the vision that he put in my heart. But I also had to realize that the devil was watching also, and he wanted to stop that. So, there have been times where I said, you know what, I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. I don't want to do this anymore, because it was just too much. It was too much, I mean, he knows just how important my family is to me. And that's the exact thing that he attacked. And before, it was like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I don't want to admit this to people. I don't want to admit, my marriage was on the rocks, or, my kids weren't listening to me, or, any of that kind of stuff. But I had to seriously, realize and understand and expect that, hey, when you are walking in your calling, there are going to be things along the way that will stop you. You got to keep going. I hope you heard that. You've got to keep going. Okay? When you stop feeling that resistance, like, I promise you, you're not doing enough. If you do not feel the resistance, if you feel that resistance, you know that you're on the right track. And you have to be able to be strong. You have to know who your tribe is. Who are those people that are with you day in and day out to encourage you, to be there for you, to remind you that, hey, you're not alone. Thank you, Mike. You're right. I am not alone. And I believe that. And that is why I'm so strong and so passionate about what I do, and why I keep going. I know my why. My why is bigger than anything that, the universe, the devil, whatever you want to call it, okay, whatever you believe in, whatever life throws at me, I already know I'm stronger. I'm stronger than that, period. And so what I want to, just emphasize on is warfare is normal, guys. Warfare is normal. Don't panic. Don't run for the hills. Don't ball up and cry in that corner. Yeah, it's okay to cry. I do it all the time. But, you have to know that whatever you hold dear to you is what he's going to try to use against you. And it's sad and it hurts so bad. But you are better and you are stronger than that. Okay? So again, I want to emphasize, keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep pursuing those dreams. Keep pursuing those goals. Keep feeding your minds. Okay? Keep growing. Keep growing. Know your tribe. And again, if it's someone that is close to you and you feel like, hey, I thought this person was on my team. I thought this person was, in my tribe. This person was the close. It could be your husband or your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, someone that is super close to you. And you have to really, really, really realize, okay, that, that's just another obstacle. people are human, and sometimes they don't even know that they're being used to knock you down, you know? But you got to be stronger than that. So I really hope that this encouraged someone today. I was super encouraged when I heard this word, and it just really opened my eyes and gave me this newfound strength. I knew I was strong already, but this just kind of, woke me up again. And so I really hope that you all are encouraged today. Again, continue pursuing those goals, those dreams. Don't let any obstacles stand in your way. It really is not as big as we think it is. Even though it may bring hurt and sadness, you are stronger. You are a light, and the darkness is scared of light. Remember that. Have a good day, guys.